Welcome to the GBF Kitchen. We're here today to talk about kimchi, which is an incredibly healthy, super delicious ingredient that's absolutely everywhere at the moment. And I've got 3 recipes that are so tasty, can't wait to share them with you. So today we're playing with Vadasz's kimchi. It won the Gold Award in the vegan category of the Great British Food Awards 2024. It's judged by Ian and Henry from BOSH. And they absolutely loved it. They pointed out that it's very difficult to get really good kimchi in the UK, but this is as close to perfect as it's possible to get. I love it because it's super punchy, really rich in flavour, and adds a really delicious tang to anything you add it to, and it's surprisingly versatile as well. So first up, I'm making a delicious kimchi and tomato pasta sauce. It's delicious, it's healthy, and it's super Moorish. You're gonna love it. To start off, we use about half a jar of delicious Vadasz kimchi. It's so good for you, really healthy for your gut. So it's in so many recipes and all the headlines right now. Really super food. There we go. I'm going to add about 250 grams of passata, and then I'm going to add in a teaspoon of garlic paste, and to save time I'm using the paste. Of course you can grate fresh garlic. I would use a couple of cloves for this, and then a teaspoon of maple syrup. And it might seem a bit strange using sweet maple syrup in a savoury dish, but it's really good for balance. Sometimes tinned tomatoes and passata can be a bit bitter, and this just helps to counteract that. And then about 30 grams of melted butter. Some recipes have cream in, but I like to add butter so you still get a bit of creaminess and that kind of salty indulgence. And then adding about 20 grams of grated parmesan. And when this blends with the pasta water, it will make a really lovely, luscious sauce that will cling to the pasta really well. And then mix together, and the pasta water will loosen the sauce a bit as well. If you want it to be a little bit saucier, you could add a bit more passata. And I wouldn't necessarily add more kimchi, because if you want it creamy, you just want the passata really. And there we go. Okay, so we have made the sauce. I've cooked some spaghetti. That recipe will make enough sauce for about 2 portions, but I've just got one for myself here, a little solo dinner. And all I'm going to do to finish it off is top it with some kimchi for a bit of extra crunch and tang. And I don't know about you, I cannot have a pasta dish without lashings of parmesan on top. In fact, some of my friends tease me for using pasta as a vehicle for parmesan. Grate that on, and be polite and not use as much as I would do if I was at home. And there we have it, a really delicious, super tangy kimchi tomato pasta. So if you're after a really speedy, quick fire way to loads of flavour, I absolutely love kimchi with sourdough and cheddar. The tanginess of the cheddar and the kimchi together are just absolutely perfect. And on a slice of really fresh buttered sourdough, it's just like nothing else, it's heaven. So I'll just start by cutting the bread. It's an amazing crust on this loaf. There we have it, nice chunky crusty slice. Now I'm going to butter it. Now I like a lot of good butter on my bread. Not healthy, but the kimchi makes up for that. And then we just add a chunky bit of cheese. Cheddar is perfect for this because it has that perfectly balanced flavour of sweet and sharpness. And then just a dollop of kimchi. Okay. So there we have it, a super quick, really tasty, goodness-filled snack to enjoy at any time of day. And I'm going to tuck in. Okay, so the last dish I'm going to make is a rice bowl with marinated tofu and kimchi. So I've got rice in the bowl, I've marinated the tofu for about an hour in soy sauce, maple syrup, mirin, rice wine vinegar, and I'm just going to top it with a fried egg and a few extra bits, not forgetting of course the kimchi. So fried egg is nice and crispy with a super gooey yolk, very important to mix that into the rice. Then I'm going to top it with star of the show, and for a bit of a boost of goodness, And then sesame seeds for a bit of crunch. Put these all over. And what you could do for an extra bit of flavour, nutty flavour, is toast these off. And then final flourish of some roughly chopped coriander. And there we have it.